What's happening? Yo. I wanted to talk about my favorite subject right now, my teeth. That's right, I want to talk about my teeth. Because some of you are uncomfortable that I'm not wearing my prosthetic denture while making videos. And I don't want to make anybody wrong or scold anybody. I just want to talk about that. Okay? So let's do it. Ready? Here we go. Why am I not wearing it? Because it's physically uncomfortable. Because it's really hard to talk, and no matter how much I practice with it, certain sounds are really hard to make, and I'm constantly clearing saliva out of my mouth. And it just makes it really difficult to talk. So I'm going to go through the next 6 months almost entirely without teeth, and I'm totally cool with that. I've been going out all over the place without my teeth, and it doesn't bother me at all. Which is really interesting because being someone who is shy, and some of you are upset that I say things like that too, I have a history of 46 years of shyness, so I'm totally okay with saying that. Now, am I sentencing myself, literally sentencing myself to shyness by saying that? No, I'm simply acknowledging a pattern. I'm acknowledging hardwiring in my brain that does exist. I'm acknowledging a certain neurobiology and neurochemistry that causes me to be shy in most social situations. But back to the point. I'm not really worried about what people think of me. It's amazing how much things have changed for me in the past 6 months, but especially since my teeth have come out. I thought it was going to be the scariest thing in the world, and actually I'm totally good. I'm out all the time. I'm talking to people. I'm not embarrassed. I'm not hiding it. I'm not, talking with my head down like this so you can't see, or trying to keep my mouth really closed. I'm just having a good time, laughing, smiling, whatever. It doesn't bother me. And that's a huge breakthrough. So I want to talk about that. Because some of you are uncomfortable. And I get it. When we look at people that have some form of challenge, it makes us think about our own vulnerability. It makes us think about our own mortality. It makes us think about the things that can be taken away from us, and that is challenging. When I was in Budapest last summer, I can actually say that word really easy now, Budapest. That's not Budapest, by the way, it's Budapest. While I was there, I saw, and Prague as well, I saw a lot of people missing arms or hands. Something you almost never see here in the United States. You do see it, but it's pretty rare. But in Eastern Europe, it was pretty common. And I'm not sure if it's just the way their health care industry is run, or lack of access to doctors, or lack of antibiotics, so infections get out of control and people lose limbs. I don't know. But the point is, as I was hanging out over there last year, I was continually confronted by people missing limbs. And whenever I would see that, it would make me think about, crap, what's that like? Because I am a very empathetic person. My brain always considers what's going on in other people. Sometimes it's considering what's going on in them and how it relates to me. That is shyness. But often it's like, wow, what's that like? And it hurts me to think about it. And I don't know if I could handle that myself. When I was younger, I used to think about that. If I ever lost a limb, I wouldn't want to live. What would I do? Well, losing teeth is essentially losing a limb. They're permanent parts of your body that are really front and center when it comes to your physical identity. And they're gone now. And I'm okay with it. But I know other people are not, because it makes you think about losing things yourself. So I'm here to tell you, first of all, that it's okay. Things happen. You may and even will lose things in your life. We all do. We lose people that we love. We lose jobs. We lose pets. We lose body parts. Often we even lose our identity. Alzheimer's and diseases like that. Or brain injuries that cause your prefrontal cortex to become damaged, and you essentially become a different person. So we're all going to lose things in life. It's not about stopping that or preventing that. It's about learning how to deal with it, learning how to live with it, learning how to be okay as things change, so that no matter what comes at you, you can be resilient. You can bounce back. I really didn't think I was going to make it through this winter, honestly. I was already in a pretty tough state. It was a mega year for me. So many bad things happened. And coming into the fall, it's always the worst time of year, and I thought, I'm just going to be stuck inside. I'm not going to want to go out. I'm not going to want anybody to see me like this, and it's dark and gray and cold and wet. And I was concerned about my emotional well-being and the longevity of TVO. But the opposite has happened. I am vibrant and alive and excited and fearless and just having a great time. So, and I think some of that comes from the fact that the things that we fear most, or the things that we fear losing the most, when that day comes and we actually lose them, we realize that not a lot has changed. We can pretend it's changed. We can imagine that it's changed. We can look at other people and see that they're reacting to us differently now and say, well, it must have changed because people don't want to see me without my teeth. I must be hideously disfigured. It's distracting. But I'm the one who has to live with it. And I am living with it, and I'll tell you this, it's not bad. It's a bump in the road, and so what? So your fear is that something like this might happen, that you might lose something someday, and that's scary. And when you do lose it, you'll realize that it's just another day like the rest. There may be some pain involved, but you'll get over it. You'll bounce back. You'll get on with your life. You'll adapt. Kind of like winning a national championship. You think that it's going to change your life. You know, the thing you look forward to, the opposite of the thing you fear. And then you get it. You win. Yay! And then you realize that nothing has changed. So the things that you dream about, those big fantasy dreams that you think are going to change your life, they're probably not. And those things that you really fear, the things you're afraid to lose, and you think that's going to change your life in a negative way, it probably won't. You'll bounce back. Trust me, I'm a person who deals with depression, and here I am bouncing back. Here I am being resilient. Why? Because I've trained myself to focus on the moment. I've trained myself to focus on how I feel, what's going on, the sensations in my body. I've trained myself to give a pause between having a feeling and then having a thought or a reaction. I allow the feeling to rise in me, and I notice it, I watch it, I observe it, I let it fall, and then I decide whether or not I want to act on it. Maybe it's not going to serve me, maybe it is, maybe it's going to make me happy. Maybe it's going to make me cry, but that's a good thing. It's a feeling of loss for someone that I really cared about. When that comes up, and I want to honor that, I want to grieve for a little bit. And then I let it go. As a person that has dealt with depression and now a person dealing with physical transformation, if you focus on the moment and you focus on the steps that you can take right now and you focus on what's available to you right now, you'll get through it. You'll be fine. But if you pull away and withdraw from the moment, and you withdraw from the people in your life, and you withdraw from doing the things that you've been doing this whole time, yeah, then things will change for the negative, but that's a choice. You get to make that choice. It's not made for you, or at least not most of the time. Okay? I love you. I hope that's of value to you, and I will see you soon.